Well, hello everyone.
Hello.
We are the Traveling Gilberts.
I'm Teresa.
And I'm Ronnie. And we are going to kind of go old school. We're going to go back in time. We're going to go to the beginning of it all. And we're going to say, hey, this is how we cruise.
Back in time.
This is, everybody's kind of done their own thing. The people have done this in the past. But a lot of people don't know how to cruise. A lot of people don't know how to plan a cruise. A lot of people don't know how to do the cruising. So we're going to give you what little knowledge we have. It's not every little thing, that you need to know, but it's the way we cruise and the way we do things. And everyone in the series, we would like everybody to leave some comments and tell us what you do in that situation or
Yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
So our very first thing, planning a cruise.
Planning a cruise.
Planning a cruise. What do you do to plan a cruise?
I say, hey, babe, you want to go on a cruise?
Well, we do plan. I do most of the planning. But the thing is, you got to look at, am I driving? Am I flying? Am I going, where's the cruise going? Am I going here, going there? What do I want to do? How much does it cost? All these different things. And that's what planning a cruise is all about.
Yeah, we do try to be as frugal as possible.
Yes.
We both work full time and we have bills, so it looks like we're traveling all the time and spending all this money, but we are definitely planning and doing everything as cheap as possible, including driving into the port the morning of. We'll risk it. We'll do it.
Yeah. I wouldn't fly the morning of. But driving, we got our cars we make sure they're in tip-top order before we take off. And, we're leaving plenty of time. If we had a flat or anything like that, we could take care of it. But, planning your cruise. First off, you might want to say, what cruise line am I going on? Are you going on Carnival? Are you going on Royal, MSC? There's a
Virgin.
Yes, there's so many. There's so many. And what your budget is. And where the cruise is actually leaving out of. How long is the cruise? How much time do you have off work? All these different things, come into play.
And that goes back to being frugal. So we try to go we cruise out of the ports that are closest to us, that are within driving distance. We will occasionally fly, or we will occasionally go to Port Canaveral, but we also drive there.
Yeah, we've drove to Port Canaveral, 11 and a half, 12-hour drive. We have some friends that let us stay with them there, so we're not really, booking a hotel room. And, if we did, we've tried the Airbnb there, actually, and it was really, really cheap. Mm-hmm. There was 6 of us, and we all wanted to stay in the same place. And, it was like less than a hotel room would have been, for all of us, for sure.
So you've picked your cruise line. Let's say we're going on Carnival. What do you do next?
Well, the thing is, you better figure out where you're going. Are you going to go to ports that are beachy? Do you like the beach? Do you like cities? Do you like, I don't know, all kind of different things. You got to figure out what you want to do on the cruise. Are these places there's one place I want to go, but there's 3 places I don't want to go?
And I will tell you, I'm a bigger girl. And I used to think I didn't want to go to the beach. That's not my jam. I was so wrong. Do not be embarrassed to go. You're going to see so many different size, shapes, and different kinds of people. And some of them have it all hanging out. Some of them have it all covered up. Just do your thing. And do not miss out. Do not miss out because you're thinking, oh, I'm not comfortable doing that. Yeah. I promise you, give it a try.
And most of our cruises, now we've cruised with friends, but most of our cruises are just me and Teresa. And guess what? There's another 2,000 people on that ship that I don't know. And I don't care.
That's right.
Because I'm not going to see them again most times. We do make some friends. You make, acquaintances and different things. But,
trust me, they don't care. The other 2,000 people don't care.
No. So you let all your little inhibitions or whatever you want to call it, you step all that to the side and do what you want to do.
Because I have learned I love the beach.
That's right.
Love it. It's one of my favorite stops. We have to make sure there's a beautiful beach somewhere in there.
At least a beach day or two, because who knew? I like snorkeling. I didn't know I liked snorkeling. We avoided snorkeling quite a few times.
We didn't avoid it. Somebody got led astray.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll tell it. We'll go ahead and tell that story. We'll tell it. We went to Cozumel. We went to it's kind of like a beach club, amusement park kind of thing. It's called Chacanab.
Chacanab, yeah. I had been there before, and I had
Right.
snorkeled with the girls. So this was Ronnie's first time cruising. That
Right.
was his first cruise.
Right.
So I'm like, let's go there. You got to snorkel. Let's do our thing. So they put you in groups, and the tour guides they call everybody
Family.
Familia.
Family.
Come on, Familia.
Yep. And I went to go put some stuff in a locker. And Teresa was there getting our snorkel stuff. And I went to go
Yeah.
put my big camera in the locker, and I was getting the GoPro ready and everything. Well, I walk around the corner, and Teresa's like, well, let's go.
Because they're calling the Familia. And anyway, we got with the wrong group, and they weren't snorkeling, and we
Yeah.
didn't even know who they were, and we couldn't find our group.
Yeah, so we just went. And we just took the stuff, the snorkel stuff back, and we just had a day in Chacanab by ourselves, which was great. But I would have loved to have snorkeled. But anyway, we did do some snorkeling later on down the road,
Yeah.
and I'm in love with it now. Bon Air is one of the most beautiful places I've ever snorkeled at in my life. And but anyway, these kind of things are what you need to just plan your cruise. You know, just plan it far enough out. You can take the time off. You can pay for it. You know, and yeah, have a great time. That's one thing. You know, pick your cruise line. Where is it cruising out of? Where is it going? And who all's going with you? And that's pretty much it for planning.
Stay tuned for part 2, booking your cruise.
That's right. All right, like the title says, he said, she said.
She's always right.
Most times. But about my views on picking your cruise, picking the cruise, I would pick somewhere that I've never been, something, you know, that's, I don't know, food oriented. I love the local foods. Like we went to Nassau and we ate the pigfoot soup or whatever. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really care where we cruise out of, but I would like to go somewhere that maybe I haven't been. What about you?
I like places I have been. I want to go back to Half Moon Cay. I want to go back to Megan's Bay in St. Thomas. We had a great time hiking. Why not repeat that?
Yep, that's true. And I have no problem going back to the same place, doing some of the same things, as long as we do something a little different.
Yeah, I guess I also don't mind doing a little different sometime as well. But I do like, because these places that we go to, you can't experience everything
That
in
is
one
true.
trip. So I'm like, well, let's go back and do this, this, and this.
So he said, she said. He said, like something different. She says, she likes something familiar.
That's right.
So until next time, y'all have a great one.
Like and subscribe.